How do I look, Maxwell? Do I look ugly, man? Like,
Nah, yeah,
fix my.
you keeping it Gucci, bro. So how you been, man? Thanks for touching base and thanks for coming at us like, virtually, bro. You're the first Bazzi to step into we've rebranded. We're calling this the Z100 New York Studio Series presented by your Tri-State BMW Center. So yeah, man, whipping into the studio, bro.
Dude, thank you for having me. You guys should call it the Zoom 100. That's nice. I want to trademark that.
He's already working on trademarks. Let's talk about the obvious, man. We've all kind of gotten used to living this weird normal. How is your time self-isolating, or not necessarily self-isolating, but being in the quarantine situation, social distancing? How has that helped spark some sort of creative, some sort of chance to challenge yourself?
Yeah, at first it was a bit antsy being inside all day, but you learn to adjust to it for sure. And now I'm trying to connect with myself and take care of myself, and try and stay healthy.
You and I were talking before, man, and you were talking about the challenges and how up to the challenge you are to find new ways to get this body of work to people, and
Yeah.
how to creatively find different avenues on how to distribute and how to get your sound out. How dope is it to find those challenges and to conquer those challenges?
Yeah, I like it, man. I'm always up for it. I mean, we make music, we make art for people.
Yeah.
It's for the world. It's not for ourselves. So when the world adjusts, and when the world needs to hear something different, or when the world needs to be spoken to differently, as an artist, it's our job to adjust to the times. So I, I've liked the challenge, and I've liked to be able to connect with fans in a different way and to speak to people in a vulnerable time.
Yo, bro. So let's talk about. Oh, cheers. Oh, come on, man.
Cheers, man. Cheers. Little
I
lemonade.
I need a glass, man. I'll deal with it another time. I was doing an IG live with Louis
All right,
Capaldi.
let's be imaginary too.
Well, imagine, yeah, and I had a beer in my hand, but we had to get rid of it, dude. I had to focus. Yo, let's talk about Young and Alive. Come on, man. This is a special song, dude. You're bringing us to a part in our mind that we all need to remember, that it's gonna get better, and those times where we can look back at those more optimistic times, dude. How fun was it creating this record and letting us go there with you?
Man, it was so cool. It's so interesting because this song, it was about the freedom of being able to go outside, the freedom to be able to ride your bike and be with your friends and breathe fresh air. And it's so crazy that, months after writing that record, what everything has turned into. But like I said earlier, I'm glad that I created an energy of a song where people can tune in and maybe escape from what's going on right now, and feel that youthful, free outdoor energy.
And I'm talking being on a beach with friends and having a bonfire. Just like you said, just being able to ride a bike, all things that we've kind of taken for granted. When we get to do those things again, how much more appreciative do you think the world is going to be to have those simple moments?
And it's going to feel like a dream. I'll never forget, a few years back, I got in a car accident. It was like a pretty bad car accident. We went to in the hospital. I was like repeating the same sentences, and the doctor was like, it was really bad. I had a very, very, very high level concussion. And I remember getting back out of that hospital, like when I was like conscious again, and all these things that felt so normal to me were miraculous. And I think the whole world is going to kind of see that, getting to go to a basketball game again, or getting to go to a football game, or getting to go see a movie, or going to the mall. We're going to be a little bit brighter. I think that we're going to, have a little bit more warmth towards each other, because we take humans for granted. We take each other for granted. It's so beautiful, the opportunity to be a community with people and be a society with people. And that's just something that's become normal and become standard. But I think moving forward, I think when people get to see each other again and touch each other again and feel each other again, it's going to be a little bit warmer, and it's going to feel a little bit better. And I think we'll see it a little bit clearer for how magical.
Let's talk a little bit about the basketball game element. And this is going to be my segue into a beautiful record and a video that you put together after, I'm sure, struggling with fat thumbs on the cell phone.
Oh, man. Man.
It is the hardest thing to splice together a video on an iPhone. I get it. But Renee's song is something special, bro. Man. This was a song that, and you have always been that artist that creates from the heart, and you share your real life experiences. How amazing was it to show the world your love for your superstar of a girlfriend?
Man, it was special, man. She does so much for me, and she's so supportive for me, and you know, she deals with my craziness, and I wanted the day to make her feel special for staying by my side, and um, you know, to just show the world too, as well, outside of her, that, you know, human connection is in the future. You know,
Yeah.
love is in the future. Times are in the future. I want to come rather than, you know, maybe some of the adversity we're facing now. So that song was something I felt like did that a little bit, and yeah.
I know you've probably, and I don't know how much of a person you are reading the headlines and seeing the stories, but I know you got to know in your heart that you've made it, fellas. From this point on, you need to step your game up and let the lady or the man in your life know how much you care about them, because you've done that thing that
Yes, sir.
you challenged all of us to do it right, man. And thank you for making that bar up here, because the women in our lives, they deserve to be treated like the superstars that they are.
Man, I feel like if you're gonna be with somebody, why not make it amazing? You
Yeah.
know, why not make it something different? You know, why not enjoy? Because the thing is, too, people forget is when you do something nice for somebody else, you don't just they don't just get something out of it. You get to feel their emotion. If you really love someone, you get to feel their excitement and happiness and youthfulness, and you share it. That's a beautiful thing about being with someone, or having a great friend, is sharing those feelings. So
And you do that by writing lyrics that are true, being open and honest, performing like I don't know if I'm allowed to drop the F-bomb, but yeah, like performing like a fucking rock star. I mean, you give us your all, dog. And that's one of the dopest things that I love most about being able to press play on your songs on Z100 and being able to show up at shows, because I know it's from a dude who is, you're exhausted after these performances. You're exhausted after leaving the studio when you
oh,
finally do
brother,
climb out the
appreciate
studio.
you, man. Thank you for recognizing that, man. I appreciate that, seriously.
Nah, it means the world to us all, bro. So Young and Alive, we're continuously banging it on Z100.
Yes,
Renee
sir.
song, let that be a song, fellas, that you let that person special to you know that they really mean the world to you. And Bazzi, man, when this all gets done with, thanks for helping be one of those vehicles that we can cruise in to drive towards that light at the end of the tunnel, homie.
Yes, sir, man. Thanks for helping me do it myself. Looking forward to getting back in the studio, man.
Before I get you out of here, is that going to be one of the first things that you do? Where's the first place that you're going to go when this is kind of, let's get back to normal? Where's that first place
Oh,
that you're?
when I'm in your guys' studio, like coming back in early mornings at Z100 is always fun.
Yeah,
But yeah, but my first place, man, I'm gonna hopefully hit a basketball game. That's all I want to do, is just feel the energy of the crowd. Hopefully get to watch the Lakers finish the season out. Hopefully watch, you know, LeBron get what he deserves to watch the season end. Hopefully that'd be great.
that's
Figure
what
it
it
out.
is, man. Well, to you and your family, stay safe, stay blessed. Thank you for taking the time, bro. I know that this has
Thank you
been a
for having
crazy thing, but
me.
always an open door policy for you. All right, homie?
My brother, I appreciate you, Maxwell. Always the
All
best, man.
up,
Always
dog.
good talking to you, man. Yes, sir.
Peace out, bro.